Hello my Yogi tribe and welcome to the Equinox Room. What we're going to be doing today is a modification of the Sivananda Surya Namaskar, but we're not going to do the way where you come sliding forward and coming down on your chest and on your knees and on your feet. I just find it awkward for the lower back, so we'll do something different. So coming up to the top of your mat, wave the spine, tilt the hips, belly in and up, waving the spine like a snake or like a ribbon, yeah? Belly in and up, chest up, head up, roll the shoulders even here if you want to. One more, soften the body, tilt the hips, wave the spine, belly in and up, chest up, allowing the spine to come into its natural curves. Bring the backs of the hands in, press them gently in as you wave them up. In your Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands. Push the hips forward, just a shallow back bend to start with. Yeah, don't come very deep, but push your hips forward, allow your knees to bend and allow that very shallow letter C to come into the body. Squeeze the front line of the body, your pectorals, your abdominals, your psoas and your quads. Hopefully your deep core line is also engaged there. Hands in. Elbows press in, make an effort to press them in. Soften your knees, lead with the crown of your head coming into your forward fold. Separate your hands beside your feet, looking through that gap between your legs and as high up that gap as you can. Your arms here aren't just dangling though, you're pressing through the length of your arms. Feel that natural lift of the body, pushing through your legs. And you're coming into a strong forward fold. Breathing. Soften the knees. Bring the finger pads high up on your shins first. Elbows squeezing into the body. And push through the length of your arms. Your counter pushing with your shins and lifting up halfway. Into your Ardha Uttanasana half lift. Exhale. Forward fold, letting the head go. Lift your right leg up, step it back in a lunge so the heel is lifting up. You're contracting your muscles. It's not floppy there at the back. Contract your muscles, strong front leg, strong back line of the body, backs of the hands together, and squeeze yourself up. You're pushing through your front leg, you're anchoring yourself with your back leg. So both legs are contracting, your back is contracting to lift you up. Coming up here in a high crescent lunge. From here, soften your arms to the back in a soft oblation opening until they come down, fingers pointing down, front knee, bottom thumb, interlacing your hands behind. Retracting your scapula, lengthening up, and stay here if this is enough. We'll add the back bend later, but I want you to just have that opening in your pectoral muscles, that retraction in your rhomboids, that lengthening out to the back, and you're lengthening the spine up. You're not just sagging down here. Exhale, release a pose, hands down, stepping back, plank. Deep, full breath. Let's pare it back for now. Knees down, untuck the toes, knee plank, pointing your elbows to the back, bring your chest down between your hands, flat plank. Release the hands from the mat, hover them up, not very high, just releasing the weight from your hands. Squeeze the back line of your body, wave yourself up in a low cobra. Exhale all the way down. One more. Squeeze the back line of the body, waving up, low cobra, engaging the back. Then press your hands down, add the strength of your arms, coming up into a higher cobra. Don't be aggressive when you push yourselves up, and bend your elbows to the back. Don't wing them out to the side. Exhale, abdominal massage down. Tuck your toes under, paring it back once again, Squeezing the back muscles and pushing through your arms, lift up. Knee plank. Knees lift up, full plank. Bend them and push back. Puppy pose. Staying in puppy pose for one. Spinal wave. Belly up. Chest up. Head up. And exhale down. In this downward wave, if you want to lengthen your legs in downward facing dog, you're welcome to do so. Once we're in downward facing dog or stay in puppy pose, one more spinal wave. Belly up, chest up, head up, and exhale down. Curling your right leg up, thigh to belly. Point the knee back and up, extend in a three-legged dog. Wave yourself forward, three-legged plank, strong in your arms, then curl that leg forward and step your foot down. Back heel still points up, so you're back in a lunge. Strong front leg, strong back leg. Your leg muscles are contracting. Your back muscles are starting to contract as well to lift yourself up, giving you that space to bring the backs of the hands in and follow through with the activation of your muscles to lift yourself up back into a high crescent lunge. Lengthening up here. Soften the arms, soft contraction of your rhomboids to bring your arms to the back. Interlace your fingers, front leg, bottom thumb. Interlacing your fingers and lengthening your arms along your sacrum, retracting your scapula, nice and long with the body. You already have a slight back bend here. So stay here, especially in the next flows. Same flows, but we'll just add something. But this is your option to stay here. Release the hands, coming back down. A la plank. Soften your elbows and your knees and step up. Forward fold. You can sigh if you want to. Finger pads in a claw shape, high up on your shins, elbows in, and push through the length of your arms, lifting yourself up. Half lift, half forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, coming back down. Uttanasana, knees bend. Backs of the hands in, bend your knees. Yeah, I want you to feel this. Backs of the hands in and push through the length of your legs. Allow your spine to follow through. Allow your arms to follow through. Unfurling yourself back to Urdhva Hastasana. Now, let's come a little deeper in our poses. Push your hips forward. Shallow or a little deeper with your back bend. Up to you. Squeeze the front line of the body. Lift. Hands in. Elbows in. Knees soften. Lead with the crown of your head. Forward fold. Separate the hands. Let the head go. Left leg. Left leg. Curls up. Step it back. Lunge. Contract your muscles. Contract the back muscles. Give your body that strength to support itself as you bring the backs of the hands in, pushing through your legs to lift yourself up. High crescent lunge. On the next long exhalation, soften your arms through that oblation opening, interlacing them behind front knee, bottom thumb. Lengthen your arms along your sacrum. Stay in this pose, or if you want to, push your hips forward and allow the body to come into that back bend. Your back knee will necessarily bend a little bit to catch your body weight, and just allow that to happen. Push strongly through your back leg, anchoring with your front leg this time to come out of that back bend. Release your hands down on the mat. Step back, full plank. All the way down with or without your knees, up to you. Untuck your toes. Waking up, start engaging your back, low cobra. or add the strength of your arms, higher cobra. Exhale, flat plank, abdominal massage. Tuck your toes under. Once again, you're welcome to come up through your knees or strong lift up. Full plank. Knees bend, puppy pose. One spiral wave. In that downward wave, decide puppy pose or downward facing dog. And one more. Belly up, chest up, head up, and exhale down. Left leg curls up, thigh to belly. Knee points back and up. Extend. Wave forward, three-legged plank. Curl your left leg forward and step it through. Back heel lifted up in a lunge. Strong legs, strong back. Transition yourself up. High crescent lunge. Breathing. Next exhalation, soft oblation transition, opening the arms to the back, interlace them behind front knee, bottom thumb. Lengthen out your arms to the back, contracting your back muscles, allowing that length. Staying upright, if this is enough for you, again, it already has a small back bend, or follow through by pushing your hips forward. Allow your body to adjust. Allow that back leg to bend. Keep looking forward, or if you're confident, look up towards the ceiling. Not too much of a drop back of the head though. Deep, full breath. Now push through your back leg, anchoring yourself with your front leg to lift back up, upright. Release your hands. Back down on the mat. Curling your right leg up and stepping up. Forward fold. Finger pads high on your shins or a little lower if you want to, or even down on the mat if you're feeling like it, and wave yourself up halfway. Deep full breath. Exhale, waving down. Give your knees some slack. Back to the hands in. Push to the length of your legs. Allow the spine and the arms to unfurl up. Push the hips forward. Shallow or deep back bend. Up to you this time. Really squeeze the front to lift. Hands in. Elbows in. Lead with the crown of your head. Forward fold. Letting the head go. Making the flow a little smoother now. Right leg curls up, step it back, lunge. Backs of the hands in, strong foundations, waving yourself up. High crescent lunge. Transition through those oblation arms, retracting the scapula but soft with your arms in the transition. Interlace your fingers, front leg, bottom thumb, and lengthen your arms to the back. Heels of the hands together. Don't let your wrists come into 90 degrees. Push your hips forward, shallow or deeper back bend. Up to you. Pushing through your back leg to lift up, upright. Release your hands, down on the mat. Step back, full plank. Through your knees or all the way down. Flat plank. Choose your pose. Low cobra or high cobra. Exhale, flat plank. Tuck your toes under. Through your knees or straight up. Strong full plank. Knees bend. Push back and up. Puppy pose. One spiral wave. Choose your pose, stay to puppy or downward facing dog. And one more spinal wave. Belly up, chest up, head up, and exhale down. Right leg, curl it up, thigh to belly, keep that knee bent. Point the knee back and up, gain height in the knee, lengthen your psoas and your quads, and then extend that leg, three-legged dog. without opening too much to the side. Wave forward, three-legged plank, curl that leg through. Back heel still lifted up in a lunge. Use your strong muscles, your foundations, wave yourself up. High crescent lunge. Breathing, exhale, transition your arms to the back, interlace your fingers, front knee, bottom thumb. Contract your back muscles, lengthen your arms to the back, heels of the hands together. Stay here in this more neutral position or push your hips forward, allow that back bend to come naturally. Pushing through your back leg, squeezing yourself up. Release your arms, hands down, stepping up, curling your left leg up, stepping back up, forward fold. Choose the height you want your fingers to be in and wave up halfway. Contract your back muscles, lift the heads of your humerus up, looking forward. Exhale down, soften your knees, back to the hands in, wave yourself up. Upward facing hands. Push your hips forward, shallow or deep back bend. Squeeze the front to lift, hands in, elbows in, knees soften, lead with the crown of your head, forward fold. Let the hands go, let the head go. Left leg curls up, step it back. Backs of the hands together, wave yourself up. Soften your arms to the back, oblation transition, interlace the fingers, front leg, bottom arm, bottom hand, extend your arms. With or without a back bend, up to you. Squeeze to lift up if you went there. Release your hands all the way down. Step back, full plank. Through your knees or straight down. Flat plank. Choose your cobra. Low cobra or follow through with the strength of your arms. Higher cobra. Exhale. Flat plank. Tuck your toes under. Through your knees or strong lift. Full plank. Knees bend. Push back. Puppy pose. Spinal wave, belly, chest, head, exhale, decide, sticking to puppy pose or lengthening the legs in downward facing dog. And one more spinal wave. With a breath. Left leg, thigh to belly, curling it high, pointing the knee back and up. Extend. Wave forward, three-legged plank, and step it through. Back heel lifted up. Backs of the hands together. Strong muscles so they can move us into our pose. Soften the arms, oblation transition. Interlace them behind. Front leg, bottom thumb, lengthening out the arms. Stay or push the hips forward, allow the body to come into your back bend. Pushing through your back leg to lift up. Release your hands, down on the mat, stepping up. Forward fold, letting your head go. Knees soft, backs of the hands in, wave yourself up. Upward facing hands. Shallow or deep back bend. Squeeze the front to lift. Hands in, elbows in. Lead with the crown of your head. Forward fold. Let the head go. Right leg curls up. Step it back. Lunge. Backs of the hands in. Strong legs to anchor you. Strong back muscles to lift you up. High crescent lunge. Oblation arms. Transition. Interlace. Front knee, bottom thumb. Extend your arms down. With or without a back bend. Up to you. Shallow or deep. Pushing through your back leg if you went there. Lifting back up. Release your hands down and step back. Full plank. So your knees are all the way down. Flat plank. Choose your cobra, shallow or higher cobra. Up to you. Exhale, abdominal massage down. Tuck your toes under, through your knees or straight up. Strong lift, full plank. Puppy pose, downward facing dog. Spinal wave. Right leg curls up, thigh to belly. Knee points back and up. Extend. Wave forward, three-legged plank. Curl that leg forward. Step it through. Backs of the hands together, strong muscles to hold us in our pose. And wave yourself up. Deep, full breath. High crescent lunge. Soften the arms. Oblation transition. Front knee, bottom thumb. Interlace. Extend. With or without a back bend. Up to you. Shallow or deep. Squeeze the body to lift. Release the hands all the way down, stepping up. Forward fold. Choose the height you want your fingers to be in and wave up halfway. Contract your back muscles, lift the heads of your humerus up, looking forward. Exhale down. Soften your knees, backs of the hands in, wave yourself up. Upward facing hands. Push your hips forward, shallow or deep back bend. Squeeze the front to lift, hands in, elbows in, knees soften, lead with the crown of your head, forward fold. Let the hands go, let the head go. Left leg curls up, step it back. Backs of the hands together, wave yourself up. Soften your arms to the back, oblation transition, interlace the fingers, front leg, bottom arm, bottom hand, extend your arms. With or without a back bend, up to you. Squeeze to lift up if you went there. Release your hands all the way down. Step back, full plank. Through your knees or straight down. Flat plank. Choose your cobra, low cobra, or follow through with the strength of your arms, higher cobra. Exhale, flat plank. Tuck your toes under, through your knees or strong lift. Full plank. Knees bend, push back. Puppy pose. Spinal wave, belly, chest, head. Exhale, decide. Sticking to puppy pose or lengthening the legs in downward facing dog. And one more spinal wave. With a breath. Left leg, thigh to belly, curling it high. Pointing the knee back and up. extend. Wave forward, three-legged plank, and step it through. Back heel lifted up, backs of the hands together, strong muscles so they can move us into our pose. Soften the arms, oblation transition, interlace them behind, front leg, bottom thumb, lengthening out the arms. Stay or push the hips forward. Allow the body to come into your back bend. Pushing through your back leg to lift up. Release your hands. Down on the mat. Stepping up. Forward fold. Letting your head go. Knees soft. Backs of the hands in. Wave yourself up. Upward facing hands. Shallow or deep back bend. Squeeze the front to lift. Hands in. Elbows in. Lead with the crown of your head. Forward fold. Let the head go. Soften your knees and sit down. Hug your knees in. Round the back. Let the head go. Deep full breath. From here, wave the spine, belly in and up, a little bit of a push back. So plant your feet down and hold on tightly to your shins, belly in and up, chest up, head up. Soften the body and roll down. Hugging your knees in. If you have a ponytail and you're lying down on it, move it out of the way. Hugging your knees in and draw circles with your knees. Our sacroiliac joint massage. Deep full breath. From here, coming back to center, extend your legs up. You're welcome to support your legs here if you want to. With your ankles plantar flex, so straight front of the ankles, checking my toes, flick the toes towards the face. It creates strong arches. Keeping your hands on your legs, just around your knees if your legs are a little shaky or if you need a little bit more support. Or if you're okay, you can also relax your arms down already in your Shavasana. Just having one or two more full breaths in this Viparita Kirani, legs up, a wall, in our case, an invisible wall. From here, bend your knees, hugging them in of their own strength. Then bring your feet to the edges of your mat. So legs nice and wide. Then just soft window wipes. Sticking your legs, your feet rather, on the edges of your mat and just allowing your spine to naturally move with these soft side drops of the legs. Now coming back to center with your feet still on the edges of your mat, so your feet are set wide. Bring your knees together. So you created a tent, inverted V with your legs. Resetting your shoulder blades, walking them a little under your body if you want to. And you can close your eyes here and come into your Shavasana in this pose. If your lower back just needs a little bit more support, yeah? But if your lower back is okay and you want your full Shavasana, just separate your knees once again into their more neutral setting and slide them down. Keeping them set wide. Close your eyes and let's exhale with a sigh here. Inhale. Shavasana.